Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased price action analysis. Oh Lord, the Bears are winning. I tell you, that was an interesting week. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down days in a row. For the people who love their indicators, look at the RSI. I'm pretty sure somebody will say, well, there's better indicators than the RSI. But look at the RSI. It was oversold. And it just kept getting more oversold. Bollinger Band overextended to the downside. It just kept going down still. This is why uncles say the true shepherd in the trading community is the price action, because the price action says it all. It is the truth. It is the absolute truth. Okay? You can't argue with it. Everybody that try to argue with the price action loses. So why? Why go against it? Why trade biasly? Why trade biasly when all it does is get you red P&Ls? I mean, how many times you got to get hit in the head before you realize you need a duck? Guys, Uncle got some pivot levels that I need us to pay attention to, okay? I'm doing this for us, for the people. I want to see more people succeed. Hate me or love me, it don't matter. I just want you to get a green P. Now, I want you to see the truth like I see the truth. The sheep way, the unbiased way. Because this is the way to green P&Ls. 495.16. Guys, I got my fib levels from March 15th low to all-time highs. The 1.786 fib level was 495.16. Look at where the SPY closed. It closed at 495.16. It blows my little sheep mind. I love it when it respects the fib level. That's why I love to trade it so much. So with that being said, where is my support level? Of course, 495.16. Let's round it to the nearest whole number to 495. Shall we? You don't have to, but that's what I like to do. All right. The next support level, okay, we got a low from last Friday at 493.8. Guess what? That's new support level. Now you guys know how to find support levels, fib levels, and looking at previous buy and sell zones. You know what I mean? Previous pivot levels. If those levels break down, I got the next a 2.00% fib level, whatever it's called, at 491.63, and of course 490 or lower in play. If we get lower, we'll discuss it more in the next YouTube video. Discord members, you guys already know. If we get that low, I'm going to update you guys on the next setups and levels. Okay, that's the Bears case scenario. And I tell you, the odds are we won't get the Bears case scenario. But guys, you can't argue with the price action. Because all this year, we get 2 to 3 red days, pull back, and then bounce. Someone bought the dip. It didn't work this week. We have 4th red day. Someone tried to buy the dip. It didn't work. 5 red days, 6 red days. Someone bought the dip. It didn't work. We got to follow the price action. I know there's a lot of haters out there that want to mess with YouTubers. But hey, I'm still going to show love and go out my way to create this free content for the people. And I'm asking you, I'm telling you guys, it would behoove you, as my drill sergeant used to say, it would behoove you. Now, he didn't say this next part, but it would behoove you to follow the price action, follow the shepherd, stick to the plan, remember your training. And the bull case scenario, it's got to recapture some levels. I tell you guys in previous video, I'm going to tell you guys again. Not every false breakdown setups sets a bottom, but every bottom started with a false breakdown setup. So let's play the odds, shall we? Let's play the odds. So what are the levels to play the odds? I got 496.5 and 498. 498 is the fib level. And above that is 499.88 and 501.8. Those levels must recapture. I don't care what the RSI say. Those levels must recapture to trigger longs, or if you want, buy calls. Whatever your flavor is. Play it level to level is what I always recommend. Okay? It takes the guesswork out. Where do we enter, Uncle? Where do we get out, Uncle? I'm telling you where we enter. I'm telling you. Okay? where to exit. That's why I give you these levels. It's not just to sound cool. So if we recapture those levels, 503, 504.23 would be in play. What does that mean? So let's say you play one of the recapture of these levels. Let's say we recapture 498. You want to look to take profits at 500 and leave runners. Someone asked me a good question. Day trading, does it require you to watch your position a lot? Can you get in a position and then go to work somewhere? It's tough because as a day trader, we make money off of volatility. And if you're trading for volatility, you know the market can go to anything. So it does require our attention. If you don't have time to trade, I wouldn't trade. You know what I mean? If you got time, then definitely, focus and get your money and then be out, in and out, level to level style. So you take profits, you leave a runner. Now, when can you get a little passive? When can you be in a position and then just go off and do your work? Well, when you're in runners, okay? So let's say you bought the recapture of 498. You play it up to the next level to 500. You take most profits, 60 to 70, 80% is up to you, right? You secure it, and then you leave a runner. You leave a small position, some skin in the game. If you know that you can't really watch your position, then that's the time you want to leave runners, set a break, your stop loss at break even or slightly in profit. And then, that's what I recommend. But otherwise, you want to be able to pay attention to your trades. All right. So yeah, you take most profit and let your runners run. If the market goes in your favor, your runners will catch it. You can move your stop loss up if you want to. Okay? This is just a question that was asked of me. I just wanted to answer, and I want you guys to hear my voice. Okay? So, what levels above 501.8? I said 503 and then 504.22. Those levels recapture, I would favor a bounce all the way back up. Swing traders, you want to hear this part? I would favor a move all the way back up to the 50. The 50 is around 510.4. As you guys know, that thing always moves. All right, so pay attention to the 50 daily moving average. All right, that's around 510.4. Very possible we go and test that. Oh, I got this blue trend line here. And to retest of that would be all the way back up to 513-ish. All right. All I'm saying is, guys, follow the price action. Stop being stubborn. Stop looking to hate. We trying to all prosper. Other people getting theirs. I'm just putting in the work. I want y'all to get yours. Let's create beautiful memories. All I'm saying, life is short, man. Anyways, Triple Q here. Big breakdown. Big breakdown. We lost that 415 level, 1.236 fib level. All right, that's going to have to recapture. Got to get it back above 415. Based on these pivot lows, January 31st and February 1st pivot lows, right? 416.79 and then 417.8. I would round that to 418. Keep the numbers even, okay? 416.79, then 418. If those levels can recapture, I would trust a retest of the fib level, which is around 421.63. And if that level recapture, a possible bottom is in or a temporary bottom. There's different types of bottoms, guys. I'm not calling the bottom, but all I'm saying is if we can recapture that level, that would showcase strength to me because it recaptured a critical level, and I would favor more highs. But we'll see, okay? Play level, react. I'm just looking to react. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but what I'm trying to tell the people that's watching me is that you don't need to know what's going to happen. All you need to do is follow the price action. It ain't going to be easy right away, of course. It takes time to improve and get better at it. It's like anything in life. You just got to put the time in. But yeah, we keep below 415. Friday's pivot low was around 413. And then I got that fib level at 411 with 407.78 below that. Those would be in play. That's the bear case scenario. All right? Level to level style. What's next? NVDA lost a lot of critical levels. 763.79 is a fib level. 1.618 fib level. That level's got to recapture. I do have a level around 766 and 770. Those level recapture, I would favor a retest of 778.6. That one's a fib level. But if that level clears, we could definitely get a bounce higher up to 793.5, maybe even retest 800. But it's going to have to stop by recapturing 763.7, 766, and 770. All right. Otherwise, if we break Friday's low, we close at 762, but Friday's low was at 756. If that level fails, I do have that next fib level at 742.62. That would be a nice drop to retest that level, possibly even lower. We got a big gap all the way down to 680, guys. Can you imagine a drop all the way that low? And the crazy part is with a stock like NVDA, it's possible. That's the crazy thing, okay? But otherwise, I can't favor a bounce, a relief bounce at least, unless we recapture those lost levels, which was 763.7, 766, and 770. All right, now what's next? IWM here. I got I got new fib levels. Start with that. Starting from March 19th low, extended up to March 28th high. All right. So 193.5 and 195 are the fib levels. I think I gave you guys these levels before, but it was based on different methods. But using my fib level method, it's funny how it gave me these levels. Again, incredible. I love it. So 195 recapture, I favor a bounce up to 196.7. That's possibly a bottoms in if that level can recapture. And that just means I would favor higher levels, possibly up to 196.6. Big possibility. Otherwise, if it can't recapture 193.5, and if it breaks down 192, we are dropping to 190 and 187.4. That's my prediction. Not really a prediction, though. Apple, yes, 166 is my equilibrium level. That means as long as below I'm bearish, I will look for selling opportunities. A breakdown of 164.6 would definitely be bearish. Follow through, put in 163.4, 162, and 160.5 in play. I would look to long if 166 recapture. We do have a gap at 167. That's interesting. But if those levels can clear, I would definitely long with 168.5 in play and 170 plus above. All right. AMD just selling. But it closed right around this fib level at 146.35. That's the fib level. So if it breaks down that level, I would favor more downside, possibly down to 141-ish, maybe down to 136.7-ish. All right. Got a pivot low here around 152-ish. And then Friday's high was at 154.2-ish. Those levels going to need to clear for me to trust some type of bounce. All right. And that would put higher levels in play. I would target 157. 160 and 162. All right, those would be my upside targets. Amazon's bearish to me. I've mentioned to you guys, if we break down that trend line, it will get bearish. We broke it down Wednesday. You know, we lost the trend line. I mentioned the fib level at 169. I meant at 179. The fib level at 179. You know, and it pretty much showed good follow through. I'm hoping, you know, people ain't hating and just took the damn trade idea. Maybe join my Discord. Otherwise, from right now, it's looking bearish to me. I got resisted at 177, of course, 179 fib level. I need to see those levels recapture for me to favor some type of bounce, maybe a retest of the trend line, which would be around 183.6 at this point. If it can't recapture those levels, I'm going to stay bearish. Next support is at 173.4 and then 171.5. If those levels fail, you know, the RSI is oversold, but the price action, if it says going to drop, don't argue with it. Just follow it. I'd be bearish if those levels fail. I'll continue to be bearish if those levels fail, right? Now look at this crap. Netflix with the earnings. I'm not even going to talk about earnings because every time I do, somebody want to comment and shit. Anyways, oh crap, I swore I'm not going to get paid for today's video. Freak it. Anyways, so here is Netflix earnings getting volatile up in here. Hey, that's good for us day traders. If you trade the stock, that is. I cannot favor any bounce unless we recapture lost levels. So 555, that's the level I'm watching. 557, 558.7. If those levels recapture, I would favor some upside, all right? Otherwise, stay bearish as long as below 555. Bearish follow through would be to break down 550, which is trying to do Friday, was trying to do it. And then below that, I have this pivot low right here around 549. Well, that's 550, 549 is too darn close. But I tell you, if that zone break down, it's going to drop and get more nasty down to possibly down to 543, 545-ish. And the next fib level isn't until 538.5. All right, that's a big drop. Okay, can't get bullish unless we recapture lost levels 555, 557, and 558.7. Gotta recapture, otherwise I'm bearish on Netflix. Holy moly. Microsoft is woo. Guys, stay humble and follow the price action. You know, the market makers, they could always be playing tricks on us. I'm just saying. Uh, for me to favor some type of bounce is possible. I need to see some bullish strength here. Some bullish strength because the bear's looking strong. Support's at 399 and 397.2, which means resistance at 401 and 402.8. I need to see those levels recapture 401, 402.8. Gotta recapture for me to favor some type of upside. Otherwise, it's bearish. Okay, it could chop as well, but remember the levels to watch is 399, 397.2. Those levels fail, whether it consolidate a little bit, give us a dead cat bounce, but eventually, if it fails, it's bearish. Lower targets are incoming, guys. Here is Google. Still, I got that fib level. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me do some new levels here because we got new context. We got this pivot low from April 5th. And then we got new all-time high now, okay? So we got new levels on Google, all right? I want to get it correct. I want to get so that's 151.08. Get the coordinates correct. And then we get all-time high, which is at 161.70. So we'll type that in. Okay, you guys saw how I did that? Okay, so we got some new fib levels. So yeah, so support's at 155 and then 153.3. Those levels need to fail for more downside to be possible. 151, 148.5, and 147 are targets below. 156.5 and 157.6 need to recapture. That above 157.6 would also be a breakout. This blue downtrend line that I got here, looking bearish. Short term wise, looking bearish. But if it can recapture those levels, I'd favor definitely a pop up to 159 and 161.7, back to all-time highs. All right. Here is Meta also looking bearish. 486 is the level to watch. Okay, overall bearish below, but needs to recapture. Before 486 can be tested though, 482 and 484 are resistant levels. Those levels clear, definitely especially 486. I favor some bounce up to back to the 490s or higher. Otherwise, if 479 fails, guys, 479, and then I got support at 477 and 475.7. Those levels fail. It's going to get more nasty against the bulls with 473.3 and 469.5 in play. Okay, here is BA. I know a lot of bearish action lately with all the stocks and indices, but BA over here just look like it's calming down. We've been spoiled with BA early April with this down move. Now, so far in mid-April, it's been consolidating, okay? But one thing we know, we got double top here. Around double top, there's been some strong selling pressure based on Thursday and Friday's action around that 172 level. So based on that context, for me to be bullish, I need to see 172 clear and clear 173.12 for me to favor more upside up to 176 and 177.5. Otherwise, this double top at 172 could push the price down. All right. Now, what would be the bear's follow through? I got resistance level, I got support level at 168, fib level. So if it fails, 166 and 162.8 would be in play. Nice drop to the downside, all right? And here is Bitcoin. Look like it's consolidating, trying to bounce, testing that fib level as we speak. 65.7K is resistance level. Got to clear to get to 67.3K and 68.8K. Otherwise, if it's truly a rejection from this fib level, if it's a strong rejection, that means it can break down support. Breaking down support will be our bearish evidence to go to short it. Okay, we got to trade based on evidence. And if it's 63.8K fails, the evidence says we could possibly drop lower. All right, it ain't proof, but it's evidence. And that's all we do. We live day to day based on evidence. Unbiased. Here's the dog pool level though. From last week, 495.2 was 46% of activity, and 40% was at 499.5. But 499.5 had 3.3 billion in premium. 495.2 had 3.7 billion in premium. 495.25 had 1.1 billion in premium. So we see where the big money players, where they're playing at here. All right, let's take a look at the flows. Filtered for 100K premiums or above. It's bearish, guys. SPY is bearish right now. QQQ is bearish as well. IWM is bearish. NVDA is bearish. Wow. Cool. Tesla's bearish. Are we bearish across the board today? Bearish for Apple. Trying to go slow here. I don't want it to malfunction. Bearish for AMD. Oh, we got one. We got one, guys. Amazon. It's bullish. We'll see what happens next week. Oh, Netflix. We got two. Netflix is bullish. Who's buying the dip? Microsoft is bearish. Google is bullish. Meta is bearish. No one's trading BA. Beatles bearish. Bullish for Coin. Bullish for Mera. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's really good to see you guys. Appreciate you guys for always liking and commenting. If you didn't, please hit that subscribe button. Please, we're trying to get to 10K subscribers. That would be super cool if we can do it by the end of this year. I don't know, but if we do, it'll be a dream come true. Peace.